and you either want to save money for your financial goals with Stash, or you just want to get free money for what is the Stash promo code and how did I save $6,343 with a return on investment of 5.54%? I know, that ain't a whole bunch, but it ain't a little. But we're going to cover that in today's video, so make sure to stay tuned all the way till the end so you get all that information. I'm doing this video today because one of the biggest objections that I see with prospects for my business and comments on my YouTube channel is that they can't afford a product or that it's too expensive. This is why I'm doing a number of videos on the Stash app, and so you can get $5 for downloading the app and starting your first investment using my promo code in the description below. Now let's talk about the results I've seen so far with the Stash app. So I'm just going to log into my account here and just click on the Stash app. It has to read my Face ID. Okay, cool. So it just pulled up, and basically that is my portfolio. So you may have seen this in a previous video, and that's because I'm just following up on it. And so my next milestone is $10,000, which shows right there. So I'm, saving towards that. That is what I have currently in the portfolio. The 5.54% is right there, and then that is equal to about $334.78, which is right there. So you can kind of see all that. As I scroll down, you can see I do have a debit card with it, which not much is in there. And then I do have a retirement account with Stash as well through a Roth IRA. Not too much in there as well, a little something. And then I can also get cash back based on purchases with the debit card that is provided from the Stash app. All right, so I'm going to just click on my portfolio. And so you can see here we go. All right. And so it just kind of gives a little more detail. So it's saying, hey, here's the amount. Here's my return that I talked about. Here's how much my cash balance is, and that's from dividends from the stocks and ETFs. And dividends, think of those as just like free money that you get for owning a stock. All right, so that is that. And then I have different stocks, everything from AMD, Microsoft, which are a couple of my top performers. And so you can see there's what, 26.62%. Oh, we had somebody on, what was that, Facebook? All right, anyways. All right, so you can see AMD here, 26.62% return on investment. You can see how much I invested, how much it makes of my portfolio, which is a very small amount. I'm heavily diversified. I do have a lot of technology stocks, but I do have a lot of other stocks too that perform well. So I just keep going down, 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 and I can see all the way at the very bottom, I got Tesla, Nvidia. They are losing money, but what I'm doing is dollar cost averaging, so I'm still doing consistent weekly investments in them of $5 to $10, so it depends what stock it is, and then I'm investing when it's high, when it's low, and so that it all averages out and balances to an amount that's more in the middle. And then whether the stock goes up or down, I'm still can earn a good return on investment over time because this is long-term investment and savings. So to summarize, the first result that I received is that I reached the 5,000 milestone, and then I surpassed that with 6,000, and then I made that 5.54% return on investment. And again, you may be like, hey, that's not a lot, Lance. Well, it fluctuates with market conditions, your risk tolerance, but I haven't cashed out anything yet from stocks. I just keep investing because this is an active savings account where I can pick where the money goes, and it earns better than inflation and better than these savings accounts that banks have. Some of them you can get as good as like 2.2, 2.5% maybe, but if I can double that or even get, I've seen my return on investment be upwards of 10%, but it's unrealized gains because I haven't cashed anything out. I just keep it in there, keep investing, and I've also seen as low as like negative 10% in my account when the market's down. But that's really just an opportunity to buy because I'm getting things at a discount, and then when they get back up, I make even more money. So that's how it works. So the best practices, so this is a lesson learned here, is to practice dollar cost averaging, which is a principle where you just invest consistently, which I do every week through the auto stash. And it's $5 per stock. You can start as minimum as $5 through fractional shares, which means you own just a very small part of a company, which is really a great option because some stock shares cost $1,000, but if you can just get $5 of that and own a fraction of that, that's great. Like Amazon or Google or Facebook or whatever it is. All right, so I invest when it's high, when it's low, and then it averages out to an amount that's better, and then over time I get a good return on investment. And the other main best practice is auto stashing. So that's basically I set aside an amount, which I'm going to show you right here. So I'm going to just go back into my account, and I'm going to click on the account. So that's what I did. So I'm going to go to set schedule right here, like that, loading. All right, so now it says I invest, this is how much I invest every week. I can change that. So what I do is I just go down to and I can also invest in cash, which goes into the cash portion. But I just set how much I want to invest in each stock each week. and I just look at their past performance and how they're doing. There's some people just invest more when it's a negative return on investment, because then you can dollar cost average a little bit better, or some people invest more when the stock is up. It's really up to you, but the key is consistency. So I just invest the same amount every week with every single stock that I have. You can see I have a lot of diversified stocks here. I'm just scrolling all the way down. The goal is not to like see every single thing I'm investing in, but to see that I'm diversified. All right, so, and then I invest in companies that have good return on investments for the past year, year to date, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years since inception, and I can look at that. So like if I go to AMD, so for example, I'm going to go to AMD, like here, boom. Now, okay, so let's do this. So you see here, this just gives me information about the stock. What I do is I go to performance, and I click on it, I see how it's done. So you see, year to date, it's made 61%. I haven't been in it all that time, but it's double digits for a lot. So past 12 months, 3 years, 5 years, it's been doing really well. Past 10 years, past 15 years, it's been around a long time, since inception. So it's been just doing really well in the past, 5 years. And so you can see I can do that for every stock, and I just like to see double digit or at least high single digits for every stock that I invest in. And I do diversify in a lot of different categories as well. And so that is a way to make sure that my return on investment is helping me and saving towards my financial goals. So let's talk about another lesson learned, and why this Stash app is great. So this is the perfect solution for saving for an essential oil kit, which is what I offer on my YouTube channel for people and clients and customers, because that's when people say, hey, I can't afford one, or it's too expensive, or it's out of my budget. Stash app, okay? 2 words, Stash app. There you go. And some people want to save for a car payment, a house payment, or a down payment, whatever it is. Paying off credit card, paying off student loan debt, or other things that will help you accomplish your financial goals. So there's a lot of reasons why you can start Stash. It's to help you accomplish your financial goals. Reduce debt, or pay for something that will enhance or improve your quality of life, or your living conditions, or your transportation, or your health, which is what I focus on my YouTube channel. So now you may be asking yourself, all right, what do I do now, Lance? Okay, that was great, but what do I do? I'm trying to get $5. Okay. Well, step 1 is to download the Stash app with my link in the description below, and we will both receive $5 when you start your first investment. And so that is going to be key. You can invest in anything you want. There's over 100 different stocks and ETFs are exchange traded funds, which are made up of multiple stocks. And so, you just kind of browse. I've spent a number of hours just looking at stuff. But if you start off with companies you know, like, and trust, that's kind of easy. Look at their performance, see how they've done, and just know that Stash is a long-term investment strategy. And as long as you don't get emotional and you don't do anything rash by like cashing everything out because something's going down, you realize when things go down, and if it's a company you know, like, and trust, then it's a time to buy, because you get their stock price at a discount, because it's going to go back up because it's a company you know, like, and trust, and you're probably a customer of yourself. And that's what I started off with. I just looked at my bank statement and I said, who am I a customer of? And I just went down all the companies that I spend money with, and I'm like, all right, well, let's go check them out and see if they're in Stash. And I looked at their performance and looked how they did, see if they offered a dividend or not. That wasn't always a determining factor, but I did look at their performance, and I'm like, okay, well, let's start off with Google, because I use Google every single day, and I'm on YouTube. So let's go. I get paid by them, and I pay them, because I have YouTube Premium too. So I was like, I'm a customer, and anyway, so that's kind of how I did it, and that's how I got to everything eventually. That's step 1. Step 2 is to join the Stash Facebook group after you've done that and downloaded the app for the first time to receive more best practices and mistakes to avoid. I will have that link in the description below as well. And then the step 3, which is completely optional, but it's another way to get $5 more. That's right, $5 more. We're just giving away money in my videos. You can learn how to get an additional $5 for free when you use my referral code and link in the description to sign up. So that information is going to be down there, and this is for new Cash App users that have not downloaded the app and have not created an account yet. If you already created an account, you've already sent transaction, then this is not for you. This is if you're brand new to Cash App. Cash App is like the alternative to PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and all you do is you create your account with my code below. You send it to $LanceMcGowan, $5. I will send that $5 back to you, and then you'll get $5 from the Cash App. That's how it works. And so that 5 in and out that we did is, a wash. But that $5 you get from the Cash App for being a new user and sending that transaction of $5 or more is what stays in your account. And then on top of that, the Stash app, is in the mix too with that $5 for starting your first investment. So whether you do the Stash app or the Cash App or both, you have an opportunity to get 10 free dollars. That's right, not much stuff is free in life, but it is free. If you're new to both apps and haven't downloaded them yet, and you just follow the directions in the link in the description below. That's what I did to get mine. It's pretty simple. And other than that, if you have any questions, let me know. Hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video. Share this video with somebody that would benefit from it. And most importantly, check out the links in the description below. I will have all the information you need. Again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. But you do have to be a new user, meaning never downloaded the apps before, okay? This is if you're brand new and you either want to save money for your financial goals with Stash, or you just want to get free money for being a Cash App user and sending money to people as an alternative to PayPal, Apple Pay, or Google Pay. And I will see you in the next video.